I literally saved the world.
Oh, yeah, you never mentioned that before. Everybody's got Save the World.
How is that for you, Scott? You should write a book about it.
Hilarious. Yeah, you're welcome for all not being dust.
I always knew it would be great to build to a movie like this, because we're not just going down into the quantum realm with characters we're just meeting at the beginning of this movie. The audience has a relationship with Scott Lang and with Hope Van Dyne and with Hank and Janet and now Cassie. So you're going down there with family, essentially. And the thing that was really important to us in this movie was to keep all those personal family dynamics alive.
The relationship that Scott has had with Cassie has always been the most important thing in Scott's life. And we start this film where the events of Endgame have happened. Now, for the first time in many years, Scott is able to take a breath and sit back and spend some time with his daughter. You know, I missed a lot of time. He wants to pick up where they left off and let her live a normal life. And she maybe has some other ideas.
Why is jail calling? Cassie, what happened?
Oh, you know, just
Jail stuff.
she just wants to be a superhero like her dad. She wants to be fighting, and she wants to be in the middle of it because it makes her feel alive.
Okay, I have a suit.
Yeah, I noticed.
And she thinks that that's where it's really happening. But as her dad tries to tell her, it's not just about thinking that you can change the world. You really have to do it. And do you really have what it takes?
As far as having Catherine now play Cassie as a young adult, it was great because it's life. It's much different dealing with a 6-year-old than it is somebody who's 18.
We're gonna ride the ant now?
Yeah. So hang on.
And so I think that the thing that was fun was watching Catherine kind of take on Cassie and play a character who wants to find her own way, discover who she is, and maybe butt heads with her dad a little bit.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just
Telling
saying
her what
that-
to do.
Telling me exactly what to do. Paul is the best. He was so welcoming. And he told me not to hold back. Like, on our second day of shooting, I was just trying to be invisible. I was like, okay, just don't mess up, and then, like, you'll be okay. And we had this scene with Michelle and Michael and Hope and everybody. And Peyton was like, okay, now do one for fun. And I was like, okay. So I started improvising. And I did, like, whatever I wanted. And then afterwards, Paul was like, you gotta do that. He's like, you don't wanna finish this movie and feel like you held anything back. And so that's what I took away from Paul, and I'll take that on forever to every project.
What this movie thematically really is about is kind of exploring the secrets within families and the things that family members don't tell the others. At the beginning of the movie, Cassie's doing stuff that Scott doesn't know about. Janet Van Dyne has some secrets that they haven't shared.
Hope brought her mother back from the quantum realm and was very, very excited. Mom? I think she might have had little girl fantasies about what that reunion would be like. Mommy and I will tell each other everything and we'll be best of friends, and, you know, all the things that she probably fantasized about in her mind. And then her mom came back, and what we don't see between the last film and this one is that she wasn't so open.
You know, Mom, you can talk about it if you want. Sweetheart.
There was a closed off part of her that Hope couldn't reach, and it hurts.
What we see in this film is that families are messy, really, really messy.
You must be Hope. She talked about you every day.
It's strange. She never said anything about you.
And the more stress a family is under, the messier it gets. And this family's under a lot of stress.
Does your family even know who you are? I think we're done here.
And so throughout all of the superhero and the action, you see them trying to work their baggage out with each other, decades-long baggage.
Really? Him?
He used to be charming.
But that guy?
I was down here for 30 years, Henry. I had needs.
Oh my God.
But that's also, I think, that what I've always loved about the Ant-Man franchise is they always deal with the human aspects of it, and they somehow do the zany kind of stuff, but they keep it grounded in the way the people behave with each other.
Hope and Janet working through the gaps in their relationship. Michelle and I were really passionate about that part of the story, and we spent a lot of time making that really honest. We didn't want it glossed over. We didn't want their tension to be cute. We wanted it to feel pure, and we wanted to depict it in the way that you experience it in real life, where it comes out in the oddest moments.
I just wanted to be your mom again. I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that alone. But you are not alone now.
Here we go, and action.
When you're lucky enough to get to tell a third film in your series, it means that you've been together with some of these cast members for years. With that comes a lot of trust about the kind of story you're telling.
Don't let go. Don't ever let go.
It's anchored by these amazing actors and the choices we made going back to that first film, like Evangeline Lilly, Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas. These are heavyweight talents which help sell the craziness of this world.
When I first joined the MCU, I felt really like the dorky kid in the corner, because everyone was already such rock stars. The universe was so well established. And so it's just been an honor. I think of Marvel as a family. I can't quite believe who's in my family. And somehow I squeezed in the back door, and I don't know how I got away with it, but here I am.
I look back and think it's been almost a decade now that I've been playing this part.
I love you, Peanut.
I love you too.
And it's been really important to me in my life. I've never played a part for a long period of time, really.
Okay, Tiny Dude is big now. He's big now.
And I feel a real kind of kinship with the part.
I'm gonna call you Antonio Banderas.
I've loved it, and I feel protective of Scott Lang and Ant-Man. It's been an incredible thing to be a part of.
Let's go home.